I have to say I had an excellent stay here at the Jefferson Inn. I mean, it's right on trail, and the stores across the street. It was so relaxing. And hanging out on that front porch, oh, that was bliss this morning. And they're happy to accept resupply packages. They don't do laundry. Back at the old corner store, Pizza and Deli, gonna pick up a couple sandwiches. Left the store at 10:30, walking down 115A South. Beautiful day. Well, it's quite a view here. Interesting place off to the left, and another off here to the right. That's really cool. And there's an historic marker on the side of the road. We have a library. Isn't that nice? I'm going to see if they have internet access. Like a computer I could sit down at and edit the NATTG website. So it seems the library doesn't open until 3 today. It might have been on the sign that I took a picture of and didn't read. It also, the town offices are in there. Apparently, maybe 4 years ago, the town offices had a fire. They were able to secure this old schoolhouse from the school department. And, yeah, but they do have computer access when they are open. Probably could look that up. Looks like www.jeffersonnh.org. Still walking along 115A. This field seems to be set up for some sort of an event, but the mountainscape is really beautiful. Yeah. Now I'm looking backwards. Nice. And here, the bridge crosses over the Israel River. And there is definitely water down there. Yeah, man. Makes you want to go for a swim. It's a heater today. So at the E&R Dairy Farm, we're going to make a right turn. Go 0.7 miles and then turn left off-road into the woods or something. Serene Acres. And then we're going to go to Whipple Street. Hi, George. I wonder if that's a blaze or just a marker so people don't run into that pole. I haven't seen any blazes along the roads, of course. It would be nice at intersections. So we're coming along the road, and there it is. The Cohos Trail. Colonel Whipple Trail here. Oh yeah. And I saw signs that we're in a wildlife preserve along the road too. Yep. Sweet. And here we go. Hopefully we're leaving the civilization all behind for a little while. Looks like the trail goes out to the right here, and there's a register. No, it just goes around the gate, goes up the road here. Well, we seem to have a sign on the other side of the tree. And of course there was yellow blaze and a sign over there. It says, the Colonel Whipple Trail, that's where we've been. So perhaps this is where it ends and the next trail begins. We've got a sign from the Nature Wildlife Refuge boundary, no hunting, Department of the Interior, Fish and Wildlife Service. Nice. The Ice Ramparts Trail and a yellow blaze. Very nice. There's the pond out there. Wow, hazy but beautiful. There's our pond out there, and we come to a trail junction here. And to the right, there's a little spur trail to Little Cherry Pond Trail. And here, of course, we just have our trail, the Ice Ramparts. So, across the pond on the left, on the ridge there, we have Madison, Adams with a couple of bumps on it, then Jefferson, and it's kind of got 2 or 3 bumps. Clay is a low rambling thing on its way up to Mount Washington. And then past Mount Washington, that might be Monroe sticking up before it dips down below the foreground mountains. Yeah, yes. Woohoo! And we're crossing railroad tracks. Or maybe we're walking along them. Yeah, I think so. I'll double check that in a minute. There's the pond. We should be able to get water at the outlet because we're going to cross that. And it'll be flowing. Maybe it'll be a little more pleasing to the eye. As the rail trail gets just past the pond, and there are trees, the short path takes off to the left, which is also the CT. Thank goodness, get you out of the sun on a day like this. Ah, what a relief. And more warnings and do not signs. And a plaque honoring someone for sure. What do we got here? Pondicherry Wildlife Refuge has been designated registered natural landmark under the provisions of the Historic Sites Act, August 2nd, 1935. Wow. This site possesses exceptional value in illustration the nature, history of the United States. Department of the Interior, National Park Service, 1972, the plaque was put here. So over there we have the presidentials. I wonder if over here we're looking at Star King and Wambeck. Be nice to figure that out. And just past this lovely bench, we cross an intersection 4-way with a trail here. It appears that maybe this is a possible kayak, but no, that's where we're going. Let's go. Where does that go? Huh, so turn right here. Just past that bench. So, looks like we come back out to the rail trail from the shore path. There we go. Warning, active railroad line. Stay clear of tracks. Use crossings with caution. Okay. Looks like there's a good path on this side of the tracks anyway. And here we come upon the bridge over the outlet. Outlet is down there. Hopefully there's some access to it here. It definitely is flowing. Looks like maybe a scramble down there. Wish me luck. So that was pretty good access to the water there, very successful. It's got a little color to it, but that's to be expected out of the pond. I'm going to sterry pen it and then put some element in it because it's bound to have some flavor. Not quite sure which way CT South is. I'm going to check. So the sun was kind of in my eyes. Turn left here for CT South, and there's a good sign right on that tree. I'm wearing sunglasses to keep the bugs out and everything. This is the Wambeck link. All right. Sweet. Just met a guy on a bicycle just having a great time on the rail trail. He's got his wife and kids out here somewhere. And after a very short amount of time, we come out to a 2-track. There's their Wambeck link. The Presidential Rail Trail. Yep, I think we're taking that for a little bit. Saw it on the map. Hi. Pretty sure we're going this way. I'll check it. I don't see a sign. The nice thing back where I got the water, there was a little blackberry bush. Little blackberries that were ripe. So we just continue on the Presidential Rail Trail, which is immaculately manicured. This is sweet. And we immediately get views out across the pond. I'm pretty sure we're looking back to Wambach and Star King. Yeah. I guess we can see why it's called the Presidential Rail Trail. Once again, on the left, we have Madison. Adams with a couple of peaks. There's actually 5, but I can only make out a couple. Jefferson generally has 3 lumps on the top. Clay, almost indistinguishable from the ramp up to Washington. The big one. Yeah. I don't know, but that might be owl and other thing. We're going to climb over there. Then we come across some water here. That might be a balloon raft. I don't know. That's a different looking one from what I've seen before. A little bench here. A little sign. Your duck stamp dollars at work, huh? Cool. There we go. See a biker in the distance, I think. Or a walker. It's just a shadow. Looks more like it might be a beaver deceiver. Uh-oh. I don't know. Hair poop, horse? I don't know. There's more up ahead. Seems like it'd be a nice horseback riding trail. Or maybe it was a moose cow pie. I never see them. I only see the pellets from the winter. But I know in the summer they have such a moist diet of plants from the swamps. It's cow pie. We're coming up on a bridge. And there's water running down there, but we're going to cross it again soon. So I'm going to get water then. And that is Owleshead with Martha behind it. That's where we're going. Do not turn right at the end of the bridge at the post. I wrote no in the yellow part on the arrow and then covered it with some Gorilla Tape. I hope that stays. Somebody needs to come along with a Phillips head screwdriver and take that bottom thing off. Instead, continue about 20 yards to a delightful trail on your right that is well marked and blazed and does not take you down there through the swamp. And you'll also find some perhaps raspberries just as you make the turn. And here it is. The sign is down there a bit, that's all. So we come down here amongst the raspberries. Yes. And we see Slide Brook Trail, 0.6 miles. And another sign right over here. It says CT South to Owleshead. Yay! Shortly, we cross some power lines. Well, we cross under the power lines. And the access road for the power lines is coming right up too. Access road, and the trail is right across the way, a little to the right. We go into the woods, into the woods, into the woods and out of the woods, and home before dark. Of course, home is wherever my tent is. A word to the wise. The old stump has a wasp's nest in it. Oh, there it is. Jeez. Yeah, I got past it. Thank you. I was just talking to a friend who was out doing her gardening and disturbed a wasp nest and was just swarmed by them. Fortunately, the only part of her that wasn't covered was her ankles and I guess her face, but she got a lot of bites on her ankles. Boardwalk here. Owleshead. We got about half a mile before we start up that trail. Talk about well manicured. Wow. So in all the confusion back there, I forgot to get more water. I have 1.5 liters. I was just hoping to guzzle a half a liter and get another liter. I'll be okay either way. I'm hoping there might be water on the way up. Owl near the bottom. Just had another big handful of blackberries. We'll walk past some more raspberries. About to start the owl trail if I can get across that scary road. It says CT to the right, so I'm gonna go right. Slide Brook Trail. I feel like I'd like to cross, so I'm walking on the left side of the road. There's actually something of a shoulder over there. Found a break in the traffic. Yay. Only about 20 yards. And there's a little road to the left. It says parking. I don't know. I don't see anything that says CT here. And the map says parking. Ah, here we go again. And little historic marker there says Cherry Mountain Slide. Yeah, this looks like parking. So maybe it was more like 30 yards. Just don't take the gated road. July 10th, 1885 at 6 a.m. a slide from Cherry Mountain's northern peak left a deep gash from Owleshead to the valley. 1 million tons of boulders, trees, and mud loosed by a cloudburst rolled and tumbled a torturous 2 miles, destroying Oscar Stanley's new home and his cattle, barn, and crops. Farmhand Don Walker, rescued from debris of the barn, died 4 days later. But Stanley's family was not there and was spared. Excursion trains and carriages brought people from far and wide to view the tragic sight, which has now almost disappeared through nature's healing process. Wow. 1885. And here we have the Owleshead Trail, Randolph Mountain Club, U.S. Forest Service. 2.4 miles to Owleshead, 3.2 to Martha, and then down the other side. Yay! I'm just about 10 yards from the parking lot. There's water, yay! There's 3 other possible chances up ahead, but I'm taking this. The map has dashed blue lines, which indicates intermittent or seasonal. So I got some water before it flowed into the culvert, and you come around here and apparently we do use the gated dirt road, but not for long. Just go up here, I don't know, another 10 or 20 yards and turn left. There are signs. A bunch of gravel up here, looks like they're gonna do some improvements. But here's our signs. It says private drive. Please keep out, thanks, okay. But the pass is here. RMC and pass, it's great. And the CT. Yes. And right away, there's an old trailer on the left. Just parked here forever. All right, here we go. Owleshead. Hey, there'll be water here. Sweet. Yeah. Sounds good. And a steep climb up the other side. Stairs. It's been a stiff climb. But we've reached the National Forest boundary. Yay! And it looks mighty steep right here. But then mighty sky-y up there. Oh, hope so. Well, Not the summit yet, but getting much closer. Oh, that looks better. Somehow I adjusted the contrast or whatever it is. You can't think of it. So this is straight ahead at nose level. This is steep. I think it's the final push, the final few hundred feet up to Owl. There are my feet. I'm gonna walk a little bit. You notice the orange sleeves of my rain jacket. It had a little bit of a sprinkle, but really it amounted to nothing. Straight ahead. There it is up there. Whew. Of course, it's late in the day, so I'm pretty beat. Oh, and it was a hot one. Yeah. It continued on steeply like that for a while, and it's petering off a little bit. And wow, it's feeling very high. We're definitely up in a boreal forest. Kind of dark and dense just ahead. And ooh, I see light twinkling through those trees. Oh boy. Woohoo! The summit of Owleshead. We made it. And you might notice a change in my attire. I hope you can see that. The sunglasses are on for webs. And well, a few hundred feet below, I decided it was a good idea to put on this jacket. And shortly after that, I was able to take the hood down. It's sprinkling a little bit right now. Just going over here to this outlook. And I took the web glasses off and of course got hit in the face with a web. Yeah, look at that. Pond over there. There's Marge over there. I'm pretty sure that's
Actually, it's Martha.
That's our next summit. It's only like, oh, maybe 200 feet down and 300 feet up. Or it won't be bad, although I'm tired. And the time is 5:45, so I think I'll keep going. It'd be nice to have lunch, but I started off with a big hearty breakfast. Pass, that's where I came from. Don't go that way. Let's go this way. Looks like one could settle a tent right there. Ooh, here's another outlook. On the other direction. Oh yeah, and there's Washington. I think I can almost make out the buildings on top. And the whole rest of the northern presidentials. And the southerns, it looks like, over there. Wow, all the way down to Jackson and Webster Cliff. And I think that's Willie across the way there. How cool. I'll zoom in a little bit. Wow, huh? I wonder if I can adjust the... I don't know if that helps any. All right, see ya. Our neighbor. Next thing to climb. This wasn't exactly easy to find, and oh my gosh, it starts with a plummet. Gotta hold on to the trees. After what felt like a half a dozen false summits, looks like maybe we're actually here. And there's a sign. Martha's Mile Trail, Owleshead Summit, 0.8. That's one heck of a 0.8. Especially where it first starts coming down. Martha really has sense of humor. I was calling this Marge earlier, and that was a mistake. Sorry about that. Look at this view. Oh, yep. So a while back, it looked like our friend Eisenhower was taking a shower, but all looks quiet now. Yay. Took a little side trail through some brush and found these pylons. Maybe there used to be a fire tower up here, and maybe this is the actual summit. Trail keeps going over this way, maybe to another view. Yeah, there's another pylon. I'm sure there had to have been a structure here, and a fire tower would be smart. Yeah, I don't think I'll go down any farther this way. Cool. Probably one of the old fire warden trails going someplace. Cool. So I wound up a real case of heat rash on my calves today. I don't know if you can make it out, but it's all splotchy and stuff. It's subsided some now that things are cooled off and I've stopped moving. And there it is on the other side. I might try some cortisone cream. Then there's heat rash right around the gator and south line. That's pretty ugly, huh? Yeah, there's some more. And then on this leg. I can't even see it, but I think you can pretty well. Ooh. Oof, yeah. And even a little bit here. Oh, the dragonflies are going nuts out there. I killed, I don't know, maybe 10 of them in here. And I'm eating a grinder. Oh yeah, it's a bit messy, but it's good.